So yeah, that happens quite a bit to me in this game. That was by far the worst gun I've ever used in Halo. I don't know what it is. It's like this weird 3-burst plasma rifle thing. It's pretty horrible. But the good news is the weapons that you start out with, like you see here, the assault rifle and the pistol, are actually pretty decent. They've actually increased the range of the assault rifle, I think, by quite a bit. You can actually do damage to people now at fairly long range, or medium to short ranges now compared to the old assault rifle. Anyway, I'll get into weapons a bit more in a minute. For those of you who don't know, this is the Halo Infinite beta. I'm currently playing on PC. I am playing with a controller. I felt that the mouse and keyboard was a little bit strange to play Halo with. Personally, for nostalgic reasons as well, I like to use a controller. Having said that, I am actually using a PlayStation controller because I don't currently own an Xbox. So, which is actually what I prefer. I prefer the PlayStation controller. It's just through years of experience using it. So, you know what I'm using. I'm using the controller. You know what I'm playing on. The game mode is it's just a game mode. It's like a Slayer type game mode against bots. So it's not even against real humans at the moment. Which I believe they're gonna bring out some more game modes where maybe we can play against each other. I'm not really sure the reasoning behind just playing against bots. I mean, essentially at the moment it's just a glorified sort of tech demo of how the guns play and the controls and things like that. Which, to be honest with you, it's not all that different if you've played a Halo in the past. I have to say I basically stopped my Halo career kind of stopped at Reach, to be honest with you. I sort of fell out of love. The love for Halo was gone after Reach. I have to say I wasn't keen on the other Halos that came out. That's why I was so happy when the Master Chief Collection dropped onto PC, because I downloaded that and I've been playing Halo 3, Halo 2. And Reach again, to be honest with you, which actually is funny because when I look back at playing Halo Reach, I used to not really like it because I used to be a very hardcore Halo 3 fan, and then Reach came out and I was like, this is very different. You can sprint, you can do, but you actually get used to it and you kind of end up enjoying it actually. So I mean, obviously the big question people want to know is Halo Infinite enjoyable? And at the moment, that's quite difficult to answer because obviously, as I've said, this tech demo against bots is not really a good indication of what the final game is going to be like. And I mean, and also it's still an alpha or a beta or whatever you want to call it. So obviously, some things may change. But if I'm basing my opinion just off what I'm playing at the moment, to be honest with you, it feels a bit dated. It feels a bit old. And not in a good way, because to be honest with you, if I wanted to play old school Halo, I'd just go back to the Master Chief Collection and play Halo 3. Like I don't need to play this version of it. Which is a bit of a shame, to be honest, because and you got to, so hear me out on this, right? Okay, Halo has this huge following and this huge history of games and esports competition, and it's huge. Still to this day, it's huge, and it's holding on to a lot of nostalgia and a lot of history within people's minds. Now, when they bring out a new Halo, there's always a lot of hype around it. There's always a lot of what's it going to be like. But over the past few years, I can't remember the one that they released. I think it was Halo 5 or something like that. I'm probably completely wrong, but anyway, I that's how little I actually cared about it, because I'd given up with it basically. But for whatever reason, this game caught my attention. It kind of, I don't know if it was the marketing or I don't know, just the way, Halo Infinite, or I don't know the name. I don't know what it was about this game. But when I saw some gameplay, or it just kind of, it made me kind of think, wow, this actually kind of looks like the old Halo that I used to love. And actually, it does actually play like the old Halo, but it's what I said before, where it's kind of this a bit of a dilemma, where it's kind of, is it almost too old now of a style of game to play? Is it too old to actually enjoy these days? Because the premise of this arena style shooter, I mean, even look at Call of Duty, for example. Call of Duty have moved on. They've evolved into Warzone. Call of Duty is now Warzone. Call of Duty is not arena style level shooter anymore. You only go on those levels in the arena style, like deathmatch, team deathmatch and things like that, to just basically level up your gun for Warzone. So it's almost like the training center. So when you go into something like Halo, which, you know, primarily is just an arena-based shooter, it needs to be very fun and very kind of engaging to capture this kind of like modern audience, which is very used to BR games and sort of, you know, slightly larger open worlds. You know, the gunplay has to be on point. And I don't know, it just feels awfully clunky at times, I have to say. And you know, back in the day, as I was saying on Halo 3 and Halo Reach, you kind of didn't mind that, because that was what Halo was. It was kind of a bit awkward to get, you know, good at, and that's why it was so much more impressive when you saw these pros playing, and how well and how good they were at you know, doing the job of shooting people and killing people and making plays and throwing grenades in the right places. It was just so much more impressive because you knew how hard it was to actually play that game. So I suppose, to answer my question, which I've been trying to answer for this whole video, you know, is this game fun? Is it enjoyable? Is it worth downloading or playing when it comes out? Personally, for me, for nostalgic reasons, I will say yes. I want, because, you know, I want to see the full game. I want to see the other game modes, the new maps, things like that. But I think it might struggle to engage new players. You know, slightly different generations of players, because the people who play the original Halo, you know, we're getting a bit older now, and you know, we might enjoy this style of game, which is a bit slower and a bit kind of more tactical in a way. So I don't know. We're going to have to watch this space. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching the video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, give it a thumbs down. And I'll see you guys later.